So the Cash Me Outside girl is all grown up and she has an OnlyFans. I didn't realize it was only 2016 when she appeared on Dr. Phil and then became a meme or whatever. I never did watch that episode. I saw the clip. People used to joke about it at work. And it just seemed like such a long time ago. At the time, I thought she was like 11 or 12. So it's kind of crazy that she's already 18. People are like acting weird. And see, this is going to be a bad take. I can tell you right now. This is a bad hot take from me. But people are acting weird because they're like, okay, she's only 18. She shouldn't have an OnlyFans. But I'm like, she's legal, so she can do what the fuck she wants. But it's like, yeah, you're legal, but you should still wait because I say so. I think that you're not ready for this. So, 18-year-olds can die for their country, but they can't make decisions for themselves. This is nothing new in society. Young girls or teenage girls being sex workers or, this is OnlyFans, so I don't even know exactly if this is sex work or don't even know how explicit it's going to be. It's probably just lewds, if anything. I don't know. I was looking at excuse me, I was looking at pictures of her because I was trying to think, because I know that the big topic is this idea that, all these sick weirdo guys who are subscribing to her OnlyFans because it broke the bank in like a couple hours, and she made millions off of it or made $1 million off of it. And I saw women on Twitter going, predators are such predators. They waited until she turned 18 to go after her and all this stuff. And it's like, but she's 18. What are you talking about? She's 18. So what like, so what's the next benchmark then? So if she's 18 and legal, guys can't go after her on her OnlyFans. It's not even like, I'm sure these guys would, but it's not even like they're going after her. They're going to OnlyFans to see whatever she's going to show on OnlyFans. They're paying for it. She's going to make money for it. So, like, what is it? I don't care if these men are being like shamed for being weirdos and stuff, but I just feel like there's a weird thing about women in particular who it's never enough. If an older guy goes with a younger woman, it's this whole, they're being groomed, even if they're not teenagers. So they could be in their 20s and a guy could be in his 40s. But there's something wrong with it because it's like, why are you going after this young girl? And I know all the, they're controlling and it could be some kind of abuse and there's a power imbalance. A lot of that, though, is kind of bullshit in the sense that there's always going to be some kind of power imbalance in the way in which somebody's personality is, how emotionally stable they are, their level of confidence, the level of how they attach to people in relationships. So it's like, I was just thinking about, I don't even know the guy's name, but there was another controversy. And see, the whole Bhad Bhabie thing, the reason why I'm talking about it is I always bounce into other stuff. It always relates to other things for me. And I'm just thinking right now, the whole thing about, now groupie love is a power imbalance. But that's the whole fucking point of groupie love. So if there's a streamer out there who's hooking up with girls, after they become of legal age, and, he loves them and leaves them, this whole thing about, is it a power imbalance to be a celebrity having sex with your fans? Of course it is. A whole lot of people do this on both sides. Is guys achieve power so that they can attract women who want to be in that relationship. They want to be in that dynamic. They want to be a part of that starshine. So, it gets silly and everybody becomes infantilized and victimized in a way that, okay, so I think all this started for me is when I saw this tweet from Marla Cruz, Pearl Peach, stripper. She's a socialist, and I think almost all sex workers are socialists. But especially because of the way they have to move within society. But the majority of 18 to 20-year-old strippers I've met in person are mothers with at least one dependent. You cannot convince me that treating these younger sex workers like children is good for their well-being. I don't think it is. So I saw Tipster do a video about the Bad Baby thing, and he had a very, not surprisingly, even though he's pretty laid back for the most part, but he had a very not surprisingly kind of puritanical take about Bad Baby being too young, even though she's legal. It's too young, and then he's heard stories of other sex workers well, he said in the industry, like adult content creators, but those are actual like porn stars. I don't know how explicit Bad Baby's OnlyFans is going to be. A lot of these, particularly celebrities who have OnlyFans, are not showing all that shit. They're just doing lewds or whatever, as far as I'm aware. I don't think, like, remember Bella Thorne was actually scamming people, apparently, by pretending that she had nudes and they weren't nudes. So, I don't know how many, like, celebrities are showing all that shit. Unless that's been their thing even, before they had an OnlyFans. If they were already comfortable with being nude before having OnlyFans, then, that'd be part of their content. But he was saying how, she might regret this later. And I don't even see how. I mean, I know that there's a big moral panic, but if you're an 18-year-old girl with a chance to make fucking $1 million in 4 hours, why wouldn't you do it? And this isn't a physical relationship you're having with people. It seems like the most physical thing she's doing besides taking the pictures is answering all her DMs. So, you're exposed to a lot of toxicity with maybe, but then who knows how these people are acting. The people who are DMing her, they're probably saying weird shit. She's probably, she's probably going to have to deal with some of the most disturbing things people will say to her. But she's probably dealing with that even before then. So I don't necessarily understand why it's a big deal. Women on social media in particular are constantly complaining about older men being with younger women. They hate it. They fucking hate it. And it becomes a thing where they start. So like Leo DiCaprio, it is kind of weird that he's always, with the same type of looking girl in the same age range. But that's just him. But it becomes this thing where it's like, I don't even like him anymore because that's all he dates. And a lot of these women don't even want to date Leonardo DiCaprio, but they care about who he's dating. And if these women who are dating him don't care, it's none of your fucking business. But they treat it like it's some kind of, I don't know, social issue. Sorry. I'm not a teenage girl, though, or a 20-year-old something girl, so I don't know what to say in my real life. All the women that I've known, like almost all of them have had older lovers and older boyfriends and stuff. And usually it's none of them have ever said it's been a big deal. They just say, yeah, I know at my age I was fast or whatever. I know one woman who told me about having an older relationship with a guy. She was like, I'm not doing that again. I'm not, like, older guys, I guess they were maybe too controlling, or she didn't tell me all the details, but she was just like, yeah, basically from what I remember her talking about it, the dude was too controlling. So, and she didn't like that. He was like cramping her style. She was too young to be with this guy who expected her to be like a homemaker or something. And so I could understand that. So, some old fuddy-duddy. But that's not like a societal issue where like women of the world have to unite to protect women from fuddy-duds. I mean, women should be protected from fuddy-duds, but it's not like, a crisis. Well, maybe it is a crisis. What do I know? Because I'm not a woman. I don't date. I don't date men. I try not to be a fuddy-dud in relationships, but who knows? Anyway, so yeah, I don't have much else to say about it. I only Tipster talked about it. He supports sex workers. I'm not even sure if it's a sex work thing. OnlyFans is connected to sex workers. So yeah, in the sense that she's going to have maybe racy pics, but I don't think she's going to be that explicit in her photos anyway. I think that, she can just, like, there's so many girls. Like everybody I follow, every woman I follow on YouTube pretty much has an OnlyFans. So I don't know if this is that big of a deal. And I can't really, I can't make a big stink about the type of guy who would want to see her at this point. It's like she was just 17 2 weeks ago, and now you want to see her naked? I mean, she's been looking like how she's looked for a couple of years now. And I think the barrier for most of these guys has just been the age and the law. So, I mean, that's what the law is there for, right? To stop them from messing with her before she becomes legal. And I'm doing the quote signs. So, I mean, but like I said, all they're doing is following her OnlyFans so they can thirst her legally. I don't, there was another woman. I was talking about that tweet, and I was looking at the replies. And there was another woman that I follow on Instagram. What is her name? Where is she? I didn't know this about her. Is this the real one? Yeah, Stormy Maya. She has like a fro, like she has a sort of a Pam Grier look, though she's lighter skinned. But she's bad. She's a good looking girl. I don't know how old she was at the time. Right now rather. But she had said, I don't see it anymore. I think she deleted it. She said more, and yeah, she must have deleted what she said. Now she just put facts, but she said more. She said that when she was 16, that's basically sex work is what saved her, because she needed to eat. She had a lot of. Yeah, see, I don't see it anymore. Somebody else is saying the same thing, though. She said, I walked into my first strip club at 16, came back to work at 19. So, I'm just kind of looking at this. Some people are claiming that the minimum age of entry to legal sex work, or sex work in general, should be 21. I don't know, I just feel like it's a part of the moral panic thing. It's always going to get, like they'll raise the age for legal sex work, but they're not going to raise the age for joining the military. And, as long as they keep doing the moral panic thing, sex worker won't be protected, because they act like they protected people when they do this. Oh, let's raise the age, or let's speak out against an 18-year-old 18-year-old girl having OnlyFans. And let's demonize, because I was looking at this guy tweeting, and see, I'm bouncing around all over the place, whatever. But I was looking at this guy. He was saying, "I'm 21." And like, what's the big deal that I'm gonna follow this girl who's 18? Like y'all said that we had like, she got to be 18 to be legal. She's got a legal platform for me to thirst on her. What's the big deal? Seriously, I honestly don't know what the big deal is. I think that. There's the thing where there's women are constantly, and maybe because they've had bad experience with older men, or they just, I don't know, like, I don't know. I've never quite understood it, and because I know so many women who have been with older men. It's almost like one of the first things that they do. Like I said, only one has actually complained about it. But it didn't seem to have an issue where, like, I felt like a piece of... I don't know. Like, I don't know what the issue is. I feel like they just like, you dirty old man. They hate dirty old men. But I don't even know what a dirty old man means, especially to a sex worker. They have to deal with so much shit as it is. It's probably not the age that's the issue. It's just how they're being treated one way or another. But that's it. I'm bouncing around all over the place. I just wanted to talk some noise right quick and give another bad hot take, about something and sound dismissive, even though I'm not really quite dismissive. It's just that I think there are things that people make a big deal about that they don't need to. Thanks for watching.